So welcome back to Career Growth Booster System session number 5. Uh, Now we are going to see how to crack an interview, which is the crux of this course, and we'll be starting with resume building. See, this is one of the most important things that we need to do. Okay, before even applying for the interview or applying for any job, because before you go for the interview, your resume, or as we say curriculum vitae, CV, will be reaching to the prospective employees, right? And prospective employers rather, and they'll be going through all your details, academics, if you're having any work experience, what kind of strength you are having, achievements that you have. So they'll be going through all the details, and that is why resume forms one of the most important parts to crack any job interview successfully. Okay, so we'll see how to improve your resume according to the science. So before that, we need to do one SWOC analysis, SWOC. Traditionally, it is called SWOT analysis, SWOT, which is strength, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Okay, so threats is a negative word. We'll try to avoid negativity here, and we will replace threat by challenges. Okay, what are the challenges that we are facing? What are the challenges that we need to achieve to become successful in our career, in our professional life? Okay, so we'll be doing this SWOC analysis first. So as I said, strength and weaknesses. So strength can be your passion. You are passionate about teaching, you are passionate about programming, you are passionate about doing something with artificial intelligence, something with robotics, car designing or something else, right? So depends on your passion, that can become your strength. Okay, so the next one is your skills. Strength is like, your skill might be, you are having a good uh, public speaking skills, you are having good communication skills, you are having good presentation skills. Okay, so that become your strength. So you need to figure out which are your strengths and which are your skills. Then your expertise, you might be expert in, for example, Java programming. You might be expert in one of the processes in manufacturing. You might be expert in marketing. You might be expert in sales. You might be expert in B2B sales, business to business. You might be expert in B2C sales, business to customer, right? So depend on your expertise. See, expertise will come basically if you like that particular job and that particular profile. For example, sales, if you are in B2B sales, and if you like B2B sales, then over the years, because of your liking, you'll go through all the nitty gritties of B2B sales, and that is how you will gain that expertise. Okay, so you need to find out your expertise here, then how it is going to be helpful for the organization. See, whatever passion you are having, skills, expertise you are having, unless and until it is helpful for the organization, you will not be hired. Are you understanding? So that is why you need to find out the strengths which will be helpful for your next employer. Okay, and you need to highlight those in your resume. We'll be seeing that in coming slides as well. But what I'm trying to tell you here is, you need to first figure out what is your passion, your skills, your expertise, and how this specific skill set, passion, and expertise is going to help you in getting hired by that particular organization. Okay, and of course, your network. See, this is your strength, because how many people you know in different organizations, how well you know them, that is most important thing. And I have seen a lot of my colleagues. I have got a good network, but I have seen a lot of my colleagues and even friends from MBA. They are having tremendous network. If I ask any these people or these colleagues or friends, do you know someone in this company A or company or B, company C? They will come out with some name. Okay, Arey, do you know that person? He's our friend's colleague or friend's brother or sister. They are having such a tremendous network that they'll come up with something. So what I'm trying to tell you here is, you need to expand your network. You need to get to know a lot of people in your industry and out of the industry as well. First of all, you can start with knowing all the important people in your organization. That is most important part, because in my career, 10 years of corporate career and then 5 years of academics, I have almost 90% of the times I have got my job opportunities through my references only. I'll be very frank with you. And that impacts your overall selection criteria as well, and impacts your salary as well. Because if you are referred by someone who is already working in that particular organization, you are having a higher chance of getting selected for that particular job profile. So that is why expanding your network and making that stronger is really very important. We'll be going through core group exercise for this particular expanding, how to expand your network, in coming slides. But keep this in mind, your network is your strength. And if you're looking forward to make your career in corporate, then nothing like it. Even if you want to start your company going ahead, network and networking is your strength. That can be your strength, and that can make or break your career. Okay, so let me be very straight with you. Get to know a lot of people in your organization. Doesn't matter if you're not in sales. I understand being in sales and marketing, they have their advantage of going in the field, or as we say, going in the field or going in the industry, going meeting a lot of people on a daily basis. They can expand your their network in a much better way. But even if you are in operations job or backend job like finance, or you are in IT, it doesn't matter. You can have good connections with your colleagues, with your seniors, seniors from other department. Because I have got a lot of job opportunities from the because I was having very good relationships with the heads of other departments. They moved to other organization, then there they came to know about job opportunity which was relevant to me. Are you understanding? So that is how I appeared for that particular interview. And because this reference was very strong, that increased my chances of getting selected as well. Are you understanding? So this is the power of network. This is the power of network. Okay. And first, one of the most important thing, which nobody told me when I was working, at least initial 3-4 years. I used to think my colleagues as my competition, and that is traditionally being fed to us. Your colleagues are your competition. Actually, even our corporates or organizations also do that divide and rule policy. So a lot of times, even your bosses will do that. So please understand, your colleague doesn't matter how much you hate that person, but he or she can be your reference in the next company. Please imagine if that person moves to other organization, your competition most probably, and if they come to know that they are having a very good relationship there and they are having the requirement. So imagine if your that person, that colleague, moves to other organization, most probably your competition, and he or she comes to know about one good opportunity, for job profile which suits you. So depends on your relationship with that particular person, you will or you will not get that particular opportunity. Okay, so don't consider your colleague as your competition. Consider them as your future reference to move to the better position, to move to the better package. Are you understanding? So that is why please consider all your colleagues, colleagues, your seniors, as I said, seniors from other departments as your future references, and that is how have the relationship with them. You know, think them. Be very specific about this. I'll be very specific about this. Treat them as your future references, any person in the organization. So accordingly, that is how you'll have that relationship with them. Because we are very selfish people, but selfishness is good at times. So think selfishly and look at every person in the organization as your future reference. And that is how you can get in touch with them. Doesn't matter if that person is not helpful as of now. Don't be that selfish. Have a good relationship with everyone. I have seen a lot of people who literally curse their colleagues on their on their face, and that is not good thing. And professional quarrels and everything is okay unless and until it is in the organization or it is in the office only. Outside the office you can be good friends as well. I understand a lot of times, there have been there will be a lot of conflicts among the departments, but that is absolutely okay. Have good friends out of the organization, and you have to ensure that, because these are your future references. Okay, I hope I have emphasized pretty much on this particular point. Then comes weaknesses. Obviously, uh, you have to tell them. They'll be definitely asking you about your weaknesses in the interview. Tell that weakness which is not going to affect the organization or your work. Okay, don't say I become I'm kind of lazy. Don't want to work after 5. I won't be able to work after 5, something like that, which is going to affect the organization or your ability to work better. Okay, I used to tell in one of the interviews, which was for national profile, and I was pretty much selected for that particular profile after 8 or 9 interviews. I was having last interview with the executive director. It was a video conference. He was based out of Gurgaon, and I went to their office in Mumbai, and there was a video conference that was scheduled and everything, right? So he asked me about weakness. So I told him, I get lazy on holidays, specifically on holidays, right? On Sundays, I like to wake up at 10 or 11 in the morning. आराम से सब चलता है, sort of. I don't know what he took out of it. Then I got a call from associate director, who I was supposed to be reporting to once I got selected. So he said, Amol, what discussion did you have with the executive director? I said, it was very good interview. So what did you say in weakness? Specifically he asked. Huh? He wasn't there for the interview. So did you say, sir, that you are lazy or something? Because he specifically told me, because I didn't find you lazy anywhere. I've taken 7 rounds of interviews with you. But then I explained to him that, sir, this was like this way. I told him that I become lazy on holidays. I like to rest a bit. So he said, no, no, he might have taken the wrong way. I'll discuss with him that you wanted to say something else. But why I'm trying to tell you this, guys, because you never know what the other person will take out of your conversation. So that is why you need to be very specific. Your communication has to be very specific. So don't say anything that is going to affect the organization's performance or your performance or your ability to work better. So find out that kind of weakness. I usually tell, anyways, we'll be discussing in the questions and answer session. I usually say that I can't focus on 2 things at a time. I can focus on 1 thing at a time. Okay, because multitasking is a myth. Nobody can, even supercomputers can't focus on 2 things at a time. But they do, that switching of the things at such a high rate that we think that they are performing 200 tasks or 2000 tasks at the same time. Okay, even no human mind is designed in that way. We can focus on single thing at a time, single task at a time. Okay, that is why they say, when you are driving, just drive, don't do anything else. Okay, if you want to be alive, as simple as that, right? So your mind is not designed in that way. So your mind is designed to focus on 1 thing at a time, and that is what I say. I see, you have to wrap your weakness, your strength rather, in a weakness wrapper. Are you understanding? You have to wrap that strength. That is a strength, right? You have to I can focus on 1 thing at a time. That is a strength actually. But what I'm telling you, that I can't do multitasking. And anyways, multitasking is a myth, which I'm going to tell them or convince them. So anyways, this is my strength, which I'm, that's a wrapper of weakness. But underneath it is a strength only. So in this way you have to figure out the weakness. Then of course comes opportunities and challenges, as I said. So opportunities, obviously, for you, the background, you might be from IT background. You must have done a lot of courses related to your job profile. If you are in operations, you must be having some good experience in operations. If you are in sales and marketing, you must be having very good relationship with a lot of customers, which you can specify in the interview that ABC company, I have got, I know Mr. A, I know Mr. B, I know Mr. C, and they also know me because of my continuous transaction with them. And of course, opportunities. I must have said this a lot of times. I think in this course or even in the webinar as well, that this we are in the era of industry 4.0 now. 4.0 is the fourth industrial revolution we are in. Okay, so we are talking about artificial intelligence, we are talking about augmented reality, virtual reality, machine learning, robotics. Okay, so uh, this is the opportunity for everyone. You want to be associated with the industries which are affected by industry 4.0 in a positive way. So you need to find out the industry, like as I've said, the industries wherein AI use, augmented reality, virtual reality, gaming is a one of the industries which is booming like anything. You can be part of that industry. So you need to figure out which are the industries which are booming. So because industry will be booming, if your company is performing well, company will be growing. And if you are performing well in your company, obviously you will be growing, and there will not be any stopping for you. Are you understanding? So growth has to be there at every stage, at an industry level, obviously at a national level first, then industry level, then company level, and then at your level. So you have to be in that particular industry if you want to grow at that pace. And as I've said, this is the fourth industrial revolution, and anything related to this these factors which are impacting or which are basically creating this wave of fourth industrial revolution, you need to be associated with them. Okay, then comes the challenges, career growth prospects. See, challenges like you might be facing challenges in cracking the interview. That is why you have enrolled for this particular course, right? And that is how you come over the challenges. But you need to identify the challenges which you are facing. Maybe in your job profile, I have seen a lot of people who did this project management 6 months course from IIM or IIT, and that literally boosted their career. Okay, so you need to find out which are the courses that you need to do to help your profile and to help you grow in the organization, and that is how you can grow your career. Okay, then industry growth, as I've said, in industry 4.0, you need to see if your industry is not growing. Traditionally there are a lot of industries which have been there for donkey years, like a lot of years, and they are not growing now. There is a stagnation. So try not to be part of that kind of industry. Okay, I hope you are getting. So try to be part of the industry which are booming. Okay, so I think this is about SWOC analysis: strength, weakness, opportunities, and threats. And in this way, you can have your strength, and this is going to be helpful in your interview as well. Anyways, we'll be discussing this in detail, but this is the process, or this is the task I want you to perform. Okay, and I want to see your strength and weaknesses, opportunities, strengths. Just be creative, guys. Just be creative about yourself. Think about it, and write it down in the comments below. I'll go through it. I'm really looking forward to go through those weaknesses part, strength, opportunities, and challenges part, and I'll also comment on that. Don't worry. We'll figure it out.